just do a little bit of an update where we're at on the inside of Harecroft Hall, where we're getting to and what's next. It's pushed on quite a bit over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So we've got the reception room. I'll turn this round. Which is like the entrance room or reception room. Pretty much ready. Still need to change these tiles in the fireplace to something different. If anyone that used to go to school and remembers what used to be in their tile wires, which is unlikely, or has any pictures, that'd be massively appreciated. Hallway starting to take shape now too, which is good. That's gonna do the finish colour and stuff on there, but it obviously needs, all the paneling needs stained again, waxed and varnished. The living room is almost there. We should be plastering this next week and then it will make a big difference. I've just got this little bit to seal the zoo here. It has to be double boarded to fit it down to the height of the original. So just that section there is a double board and then patch it in a little bit. And that's ready for plastering. Obviously I've already plastered that one and that one. But overall, not far away. Another, by the end of the month hopefully, this will be done, all plastered out. Yeah. So I'm quite pleased with this so far. And then once we get the ceilings up, we can get Paul out who's made all the mouldings to restore the ceiling back to the original, so that'll all get reinstated right the way along here and down there. And that's like one of the most exciting things that we've got to do, so that'll be great to see that. Now I've got the floor to repair over there still, which I'll probably do before we start plastering. And then that's it, it's all been, all the cables are in, all the electric screen, all the Ethernet cables are in. Yeah, it's going well. My office is just about done. This is the paneling that we did a test on to see if we were going to paint it because it's quite dark in this hallway, but obviously I decided to go like that instead, so I need to strip that back off, so I'll put some strip on that at some point. We're just using cling strip, which is that stuff there. Should make light work of it. My office is in here. So this is just about ready to go. I just need a big tidy out. It's all plastered out now. So I got that done last week, one day last week. The last wall. I need to repair this window down here. The shutters all work still, which is good. I need a bit of TLC. Just a bit of refurb work on the shutters and that'll be good. Yeah. So there's the 3 rooms, 1, 2, 3 rooms downstairs in the hallway that will open out. The main work done on anyways by the end of this month, so it's what is it now? 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. That's not bad. Obviously there's the downstairs bathroom, which is done really. And then after that we'll be upstairs. There's a lot of work to do up there, but I can jump onto the bedrooms then, start getting them ready. Start with the nursery, which is quite a simple room really. It'll only take like a week and that'll be, well, without decorating it and stuff, but it'll only take a week to get the nursery in shape. And then the other bedrooms probably like a 3-4 week on each because it's quite large, the en-suites as well. But overall, progress is good. It's not super fast, but it's what budget allows and what time I've got to get done what I can get done. Yeah. In the meantime, or at the same time, I've refurbished one of the houses on the front, which was selling, the old science labs, what I'm selling. They're both going to auction next month. That'll free some money up, pay off some bills and free up some money to throw at this. But we're also applying for planning permission on a piece of land near the other entrance that for equal access cottages, holiday cottages. I'll go and show you that if you want to see that. We're applying for 3 detached bungalows, I suppose, cottage style bungalows with the big wet rooms and the kitchens you can adjust the height on for wheelchair users, and it's something that there is a demand for. We've had people inquiring about things like that, whether it's suitable for them to stay. It's not really. It started with mostly, we had some families with kids that had like quite severe autism. It started with that really. They were asking them if it was suitable for them, that it was calm, it was quiet, it was fully enclosed garden, what there was on site that was relaxing, that type of thing. And we built from that to try and accommodate families that with those needs, and it's such a broad spectrum that it's impossible to cater to everybody. So we've gone for equal access all throughout with big open living, dining, kitchen spaces on the back looking out onto the enclosed gardens for each one. There'll be llamas and alpacas behind the gardens, which should be like the calming aspect of it. There's things we can put into them to help different families with different needs if the children or adults have got autism, but it'll also be ideal for wheelchair users, people with access problems, and we're trying to cater to as many people as we can. But the problem around here is obviously it's a nice area, and you've got places like Muncaster Castle and the Lough Ratty, which is a small steam train that runs locally, the beaches, and up to Wasdale and Scawfell Pike. There's areas up there that are all accessible, not many, up at Scawfell Pike obviously, but there's nowhere to stay. So people can come and visit these places, but then they've got to travel home again, because most of the holiday cottages that you'll find up here are old. So they've got small corridors and steps outside, steps inside, steps everywhere. So they're not the easiest things to access for people who have a little bit of problem with that. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I'll walk around, I'll show where we're going to put them. At the moment it's just my rubbish pile, so it's not ideal. Flip this around again. So all this area is getting cleaned off next week. I think they're coming next week with these big diggers and dumpers, tractors and trailers, and we're going to go from around about this point all the way up to the end point, which is underneath there is the old, I think it was a volleyball court that they used to use when it was a school. This will be the access, be the main access that we use for the site. So I'm going to widen the access, set it back, put some nice electric gates on so that people can pull up, and then we can let them in on a buzzer, or when you check in on your keys you'll have the electronic fob that opens the gate every time you come and go. So we're going to build in all this area down here. It's just completely full of well, a lot of it's just soil, I suppose. There's a lot of rubbish under there as well that needs tidying. So it's a big area. Well, it's about, was it acre and a half, I think it was, something like that. We've had someone out to look at the trees and see if they're okay. I think, well, they are okay. There's I think 1 or 2 dead ones that we've got to take out, so we'll take them on. And the garden areas for the back of the bungalows is going to be along here. Along here, and then behind the gardens there's going to be the llamas, and the alpacas will be in a paddock that runs around all the trees and stuff. should be a really nice area and a really nice place to stay. And there's plenty of room. I mean, we could, realistically, if it was just a development, we'd probably try and put 10 detached houses on there, but that's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create a nice Lake District country feel place for people to visit. It's not just about money, which is sometimes the case. Up here, the footpath. I'll just have a walk up. I'm only checking the horses really while I'm making a video. Otherwise I should give me some grief for not checking the horses while I'm out. That's still fine. There's one of our trees, we still need to move it, fell down the last storm. There's Ellie and Wanda and Percy, Darcy and JJ on the way. Yeah. Do you want some food, El? Hey, big boy. Percy, big boy. Big boy. What do you do? Did you see the camera? Poser. Right. So that's the little update for today, how far on we are with doing what we're doing. Hey Harry. Good girl. There's JJ, my favourite ex-race horse. Right. Good girl, Joe. I'll go back down and she can come up and give the horses some hay. She obviously wants some. So that's where we're up to. We're up to pushing on with the haul, which is good. Getting quite far now. Planning for build these ones over here in hopefully start in November if we get the planning permission. To behind the planning permission at the moment, so it's taking about 3 months plus to make a decision. So we put it in July, August, should get it in October or start of November. We'll start them in November. Because by that time, hopefully we'll have the sections of the main house done that we need done. And we can drop onto that, get some more income to finish the rest of the house over how many years, and let more people visit and have a look, see what we're doing. There's a massive tidy up outside the front again. It's absolute mess. This is where the fire the other day. But today's job is just pottering around inside. Get a few bits and pieces done again inside here, and then we'll start plastering next week. The living room. This is pretty awesome. Can't wait for that. This is going to be one of my favourite rooms because it's had the most work done, really. One of the most expensive rooms to do. Well, no, actually that's probably not true. It's more time-consuming rooms to do, should we say? Well, it is more expensive because of the ceiling. Because the cost that's going to be involved getting the ceiling restored, but that's obviously the last thing. The rest of it's just time more than anything, I suppose. It won't be nice to have an actual living room. Right. I love you, Olivia.